We are so back. We are back with a 1v1 $100 tournament. Let's tell these guys to get started. We've got MexJon versus Monomer. Seen both of these people individually. Oh. They might be watching the stream. Monomer says, should I put channel points on myself? Definitely. Definitely don't put channel points on your opponent and then throw. The loss is not worth the points. Zwixy says, hell yeah. MexJon says, what? That's not a... Don't do it, dude. Don't put channel points on your opponent and then throw. I would never know if it actually happened, but don't do it. Go. Maybe that's what they're waiting on. Zwixy says, I'll be back. That's because I think Zwixy is playing in the tournament. So we had, since we streamed last, there was the big Hoops $100,000 tournament that they didn't want anyone to stream, and then Christmas. So I was not here for that stream either. We're back with a 1v1 tournament. It's pretty exciting. We've got like 30 participants or something like that. Let's see if everyone is all rusty. That's all gonna be a huge demo right out of the gates. Monomer chasing MexJon on the way back. You see the opening. Somehow that tap is just in. This is the perfect bounce. It's not actually. That's an orange trail and an own goal. You see the idea from MexJon trying to bounce that one up, but it just bounces in the worst way possible. Couple of minor mistakes in a row gives Monomer the first goal. Monomer's gonna take that first shot as well on no boost. MexJon not landing in a good spot to deal with that, and it bounces off the rim. It's super close. The following shot, though, off the rim again. It goes around. Toilet bowl style. Monomer gets goal number 2 as well. That is a great angle on that shot. I think anyone would be hard-pressed to try to save that. It's way too much rim involved. Something that's always prevalent in these 1v1 tournaments is those like tip-offs. Everyone handles those differently. With oh god, Monomer's on a tear, just knocks MexJon out of the way. That touch right there is lovely. Set up here and then boost forward, rotates just perfectly to get the bump. And love that the wheels landed on the wall to try to get some follow-up bumps if it didn't work out. You never really can count on those bumps being the perfect line like that. Often you hit your opponent and they just don't go anywhere. Well, MexJon is bumped again. He's really struggling here. This is a best of 3 starting us off in round 1. Ian is in this tournament, but no Panda tonight. So the former champion of the 1v1 tournaments is not here. Don't know if that means that it's just up for the taking. I think most people would just assume Ian's gonna win this one. There we go, MexJon off for the double tap. What? It's saved away. Monomer just throws the hitbox in the way, no boost to spare. Gets a valiant save. Good backboard defense there from MexJon. Following 50, he's gonna give MexJon the full tank of boost. So Monomer has to retreat. He's gonna be on the dribble here. Push it right to the corner. Up and over his opponent. Monomer just says, nice shot. Ren Shiro, thanks for the 1 year. Just happy. Let's go, dude. You guys won the last tournament that I couldn't catch, right? I was at home with family, but I did see that you and Finchy won it. MexJon, goes back down to the ground. Doesn't feel comfortable in his chances of dribbling that one upward. He's backwards now, though, trying to struggle to get back forwards. Just a pinch, but Monomer's gonna have this one, no problem. The boost take, though, from MexJon might be a huge deal, though he doesn't read that. Monomer just digs in for a follow-up shot to take away the full boost in the corner, and the demo attempt. MexJon turns it back around. Has to give it up. Shot gonna be just off to the side, but right back over to Monomer. Wants to pinch this one. Saved away by MexJon. And he's chasing here. Gets the demo too. It's so close to being a goal. No, the shot is just off. He had no boost to spare. He keeps trying to take these shots at it, but the defense there being pretty easy to play. Following shots too far off to the side. MexJon wants the boost. That lets Monomer get in there for a touch. He's got another one. It's gonna just fall in. Hitting it up to the ceiling, gets it right around MexJon. That's a great lineup. Those sidewalls are so good for starting some sort of dribble or another shot like that. We see that all the time, like someone slams the ball to the sidewall and then flies after the ricochet, or flies straight after the ball and then hits it to the wall again to land wheels on the wall and just continue from there. A lot of wall lovers in the dunk house. That is a great shot though, and a follow-up to bump is excellent. It's something I feel like no one really thinks about, is after you make a shot, where is your car going to be positioned? You want to be trying to take the shots, especially in 1v1s, where you're going to be able to bump your opponent out of the save. MexJon's position there is perfectly in the way of any defense. 2 minutes to go. A 2-goal deficit here for MexJon as it bounces in the worst way. That shot, though, is going to be off the rim. Monomer is going to have a full tank to deal with this. But MexJon takes away both full tanks. Monomer is going to be able to refill. The dribble setup, not what MexJon is hoping for. And now it goes all the way back. The bump is so crucial. Monomer otherwise would have just the straight-on shot. MexJon would be unlikely to be there in time to save it. Here's the shot, though, to follow up. Monomer is so high. He does have the follow-up, though, to drop it straight in, despite having, like, what, 12 boost? I don't know. Oh, no, he's got plenty. It doesn't look like it, though. Renshiro says we played really good. 4-5 was not there, but still only dropped 2 games the whole tournament. That's huge. I believe in you guys. I think someday you could be as good as 4-4-5, but Ian and Panda play so much Rocket League. It's got to be tough to catch up. Surprisingly, not a demo there. Okay, there it is. It was just a delayed demo, and it falls in. In one swift motion, he takes his opponent out and takes the shot as well. It was like forced movement. He couldn't not demo if he wanted to. Still a 2-goal game going into the final minute. No tip-off trickery yet. Oh, Renshiro, I've been wanting to ask, like, how prevalent is basketball in your country? I know, like, some of the best basketball players that are active right now are from, like, Serbia. Oh, Monomer just takes the shot from the sidewall. So we're getting some basketball players from Europe. Of course, most players in the NBA are from the States. But I know there's, like, a European league. I don't know if you guys ever played, and that's what drove you to hoops or something. I know a lot of guys that play hoops, you know, they played basketball in school or something. MexJon is not going to let this one roll up, but instead his car gets ejected. Goes all the way to the sky. That's such a risky move. I don't know what I would do in his shoes there. I feel like I would try to hit that over to the corner so you can gather the full boost and turn it around to a dribble, but he does get a demo after the dust settles. He's still got 3 goals to try to come back from, so unlikely. Make it 4 as Monomer goes from the corner all the way across. Picking up this full boost pad. Just a couple of touches here. And just hanging behind it, trying to force a 50. 7-3. Serbia and Lithuania, yeah. It's weird to me that, like, you know, I only see basketball from the NBA. I don't even really watch it, but basketball is also an Olympic sport, and there's a bunch of countries that participate in it. MexJon recognizes that time is not on his side. It's too late, though. One last goal maybe from Monomer. He hits it away, and that taps it down even sooner. I really like watching the highlights. NBA players just going nuts. That's always worth watching. Good passes, alley-oops, dunks. I think my favorite kind of play is, like, when a player has the ball and their momentum is going to put them out of bounds. Like, there's nothing they could do. and so they just like throw it at an opposing player. They throw it at an opponent and it bounces off of him and goes out of bounds. That will never get old. Oh, that's a great touch. Hold on. That was a sick start up there from Monomer. Couldn't quite close it out. Follow-up shot, though. Mexjon is kind of patiently waiting for Monomer to finish. He knows, he's not even defending the net. He knows that it's so unlikely for anything to happen there. He's going to take a shot here, but Monomer can easily plop that one out of harm's way. Yeah, the wave dash is cool, but nothing he could follow up on. What? That's a crazy double. Oh my god. These cars are all over each other. Oh, watch the demo. No, it's in! That little bump, I don't know how much effect it had, but it had to have done something. Right there. And he's like chasing, and then right here, he stops Monomer's momentum. Like, maybe that mattered? I don't know. He just kind of flopped his way into a goal. It's not very often you see that. Normally we see very... What? Come on. How does that work? I gotta turn my clips on now. I always forget at the beginning, and something like that reminds me. Yeah, that made perfect sense, that save. What was I just saying? Oh yeah, normally we see the incredibly precise kinds of goals where the defense is not going to be able to do anything about it, but not very often we see pure spaghetti lead to goals anymore. It's good to be back. Whoa, he just dodged the demo. Really hard to score from here, though. He's going to try to make use of the back wall. No, he just goes back down to pick up the full boost. Trying to start Monomer out, but he missed the full tank in the middle. Monomer is happy to take that one. Ooh, no flick there either. He's going to stay behind this. Make it awkward. Oh, he wants to engage now. Love the use of the net there to get huge distance. He's going to have a shot as well. A save needed. Got to read the backboard. That ties it up 1-1. Renshiro says, I'm not playing tonight on a 1-week holiday. Well, Merry Christmas. Left Monday and coming back tomorrow. Need 1 week break once a year. So you can stay locked into Rocket League for the rest of the 360 days. Holy smokes. Oh, he missed the boost. Well, I applaud the grind. Mexjon's going to send it all the way across with one touch. The shot, low down, but easy enough there for the backboard defense. Monomer barely needed to move. Mexjon goes full reverse. He's not able to line the shot up, so instead it's an attack the other direction. Monomer on the offense. Deflected by Mexjon right into the rim, but the attack continues. Couple of touches here. It's just outside. That could bounce treacherously. Oh, it goes upward. Mexjon's here with the boost. Barely a tap there from Monomer. He had just enough boost to get there. He still has nothing in the tank. He's going to be able to refill there in the corner. Oh, it pops upward. Monomer easily dissipates that. Refills. Gives the ball to Mexjon. And it's just a 50. Here's the shot again. And the pinch goes so high. It's out the 45. Awkward bounce there. Mexjon's just going to slow it down. Try to pinch it into the net. But it's Monomer's ball again. This feels like it's mostly Monomer's offense versus Mexjon's defense, and the defense falls. He says sorry after that one goes through. Really good shot here from Monomer, but you definitely expect the defense to save that. I guess he just jumped too late. Archie says this is a match. We are just getting started. But the whole tournament is like 29 or something entries. So I expect to see a lot of good matches. No Panda tonight, though. Mexjon's going to roll this up with a pinch again. He keeps trying that. We might see the full array, the full spectrum of net pinches, how often they actually work. But instead, Monomer is just going to be able to take the counterattack. This is frequently what happens with net pinches. You just give the ball over to the opposing side. Monomer, though, holy smokes, that dribble was actually so smooth. I didn't give him credit before. He changed the direction on that ball so well to go over to the left side and then pinch it back right. That is nuts. Yeah, I would guess that net pinches are successful about 10% of the time. It is definitely about where and how you do the pinch. Monomer's going to have another goal here off of the tip-off. Nextjon's kind of just letting him dribble wherever and whenever he wants it. Nextjon just retreats to the net, but it's not working out so much. Now Nextjon, 90 seconds left, has 3 goals to make up. This could be a start. Double jumps into it. No. And Nextjon here with the direct shot. Oh, the backflip. Oh, that settles it. Brutal. Some control problems here. That touch from Monomer is so smooth. He got the perfect pinch to tip the ball outside so he can shoot all the way across the net to the opposite corner. That's nuts. Monomer just fakes that tip off. So the shot is going to go off the rim every time, dude. That's definitely the place to put the ball if you can. Off of the tip-off is chip it right off the front of the rim. I don't know if that was exactly how Nextjon intended it, but it is the deadliest shot off of a tip-off fake. And you have to do something with it. You can't just let it hit off the front of the rim or the net, because you're passing it right over the other player with a full tank of boost. I've seen it before, though, where a shot is just like straight on. Like it's going to go in to the net. There's no trickery to it. No net bounces, no rim bounces. It's just nothing but net. And the defender is still not able to save it. I remember being able to jump over the impending bump there. Takes the easy shot. It's 6 to be Nextjon right now. Archie says, Monomer had me to warm up. He better pop off. He's playing nuts right now. Every single one of Monomer's touches looks like gold. Not like the not the ranking, I mean in value. They're so good. Monomer chips that down with the back of the car. But there's no dribble set up here. He has to force the ball over to the corner. Chips it past Nextjon, but there's no shot here. He bounces it back down, but there's no easy shot here either. Goes for the net pinch. We're 0 for 5 on net pinches. Uh-oh. Okay, it's just out. Nextjon's gonna have one little touch as he retreats for boost. Rolls it up. Could go for some sort of dribble here. He has to go back down to the ground. The shot, though, is just off to the side. I like the idea. But now he's empty again. No time left. Looks like Monomer is going to be moving on. So Monomer's opponent next is going to be No, This Is Patrick. He just saves that one away, too. So Monomer's looking downright deadly. Our next match is ready to go. We've got Drago versus Zwixy. So Zwixy was here. He says, you out to cheese. I don't know what that means. But good luck to you, Zwixy, if you can hear us. All right, welcome back. We've got Drago versus Zwixy for round 2. Off-center tip-off start. That is a tip-off I really do like. Trying to get low underneath the ball, land wheels with it so that you get the reset. You can use it for a wave dash. You get the ball early so often. But Zwixy's able to deflect this so quickly. Not an easy save, though. You definitely don't want to be in that position. He's going to take the direct shot here. It's definitely on target. So Drago has to go past a lot of boost just to get the save. And now he's in a bit of trouble as Zwixy refills, going up above. It's off the rim. I think he had a bit more time than he expected, Drago being underneath. Drago is an excellent, excellent air dribbler. And he's going to try to stay behind this, but Zwixy does deflect that just enough sideways to keep that outside. Drago is going to dribble, but no boost here for Zwixy. The back, no, just the back touch. He picked up a 12er, keeping Drago on his toes. Zwixy is like boost optimization. the play per boost by Zwixy is the ratio is incredible. Zwixy here going for the short dribble. Uh-oh. Oh, it bounces off of the waterfall. It goes back out to the middle of the court. Might have been a little bit lucky there for Drago. You can't always count on that. Zwixy, though, is going to have the dunk here. The very fast break. Drago did not get the touch, and that was a huge mistake. Just giving Zwixy the perfect amount of distance And he had enough boost to finish it too. 1-0. So I guess this might come down to... Uh-oh. Drago, he's already in trouble. The tip-off. That was phenomenal. So this time Drago did land exactly the same tip-off as the first time, but landed upside down. And so Zlixi was able to just take the direct shot and then go for the bump. Even the best tip-offs don't work out. But I have a feeling this series is going to come down to are Drago's offensive opportunities better than Zlixi's counterattacks? Zlixi right now has been playing some really tricky mid-game. He's going to have a dunk opportunity here. Saved away by Drago at the last second. No demo, no bump there for Drago. Instead, Zlixi just takes the shot. Drago had no faith whatsoever. Zlixi snaps the shot off from the sidewall as Drago misses the boost and has to half flip the other direction. Even if he did have the optimal route, I'm not sure he would have got there in time. That snapshot from Zlixi is so powerful. Predictions up for just another minute or so. I don't think anyone's bet yet. I usually just delete it if only one person bets, or all the points are on one side. Drago. Oh, it's a terrible bounce. It's out though. Zlixi lifts it up. Can't get much more for it though. Just wants to control it. Drago will be given an opportunity eventually. Oh, the bump lifted him in the air so he couldn't follow that one up. He's still down 3 goals. The pinch goes up where he might have a chance here, taking it off of the corner to chip it in. So this 50 right here sets everything up, lifting it skyward. And you just got to slam that. Zlixi's barely not back in time, but yeah, that 50-50, it feels like it's guaranteed for Drago at that point. It's off the rim. Drago's going to retreat. Drago takes the mid boost and continues to leave it. He wants Zlixi to take the chance, but that does give Zlixi the full boost. Drago rushes all the way forward for a tank. Shot is off the sidewall. Drago deflects it back out mid. Zlixi immediately turns fire. Oh! And it's in. No save there from Drago. Not an easy to read bounce though, for sure. Because it's off of the back wall and rim back into Drago. 4-1 though is a slaughter already. We still have 2 minutes left in this game. Could be Drago's game on the way back though. That's what I want to see, is some more of the dribbles I've seen from him before. Something like this. I've seen him reset, do stuff like this. One more touch to finish it off. It's so close. No. Luckily for him, the counterattack is not secured either. And the deflection will send it over to the corner. Drago with the pinch. Not finding much there. Zlixi takes it to the sidewall, but he's lost control. One shot here off of the backboard. It bounced off of the rim just enough to get extra height outside of Drago's reach. Yeah, that last touch is so good. So Zlixi must have been able to read that bounce. That's such a powerful ability. If you can read how the ball is going to bounce off of the rim, you can turn it into some nasty shots. Ooh, no follow-up there for Drago. I think the 45-degree wall is the hardest to read of all walls. Nice little save there, but it does give Zlixi the full boost. Drago still here, gets a demo. Can he get the goal in time? Zlixi respawns in the worst spot here. Oh, that's painful. There's 4 respawn locations. I think if he respawns in any of the other ones, he's totally fine. Right, if he respawns closer to the boost, he takes the boost and goes up the wall. If he respawns on the other side, it's going to be a lot easier to save that, not having to guard the near post. So the 1 in 4 chance gives Drago the goal. He's still got 3 more goals to go for catching back up. Nice little wave dash to hit that. He's still got some boost here. Wants to double up on this, misses it though. But Zlixi has no boost at all. He's lost it. Just off the 45. Super close to scoring, though. Needs to be careful. But Drago's had possession of this ball for a hot second. See if he can turn this into a goal. No, he's just run out of boost before he can get to the reset. He's not making this easy for Zwicksie. Yeah, the amount of possession that Drago has had has got to be hopeful. He's only got 20 seconds to go, though. So he probably can't claim this game. Can't make the comeback, but for next game, if he can just continue that kind of 1v1 possession game, Zwicksie might be in some huge trouble. Just took Drago a minute or so to warm up. No, it's just in. I think Drago could have made the save, but he's like, it doesn't matter. Maybe not. It's really close. It's 6 to be Drago, but Zwicksie will take game 1. I didn't see... The winner of this game will most likely play against Ian. Yeah, Zwicksie and Drago. If you can hear me, if you type something in the chat, I can't see it for some reason. I think they took that ability out for the spectators of games. I can't even say anything, I think. Yeah, it won't even let me type either. That's kind of annoying, because it used to be like, you know, players would say BRB 1 minute, getting a drink or something like that, and I would know. It looks like they're ready to go. All right, here we go for game 2 in round 2. Drago looking a bit rough, giving Zwicksie a lot of early goals, kind of like this, where Zwicksie just gets in the way. I'm shocked he didn't go for a bump, but I guess he didn't need it. What happened to Drago? Zwicksie goes for this flick. Drago refills on a full tank of boost. He just didn't read it. Very early goal there for Zwicksie. We're going to see any fakes here. Nope, they're both going after it. Kind of fluttering. Drago does have the early possession here with a full tank. Struggling a bit to lift that one up. It's going to go off the front of the net. Shot for Zwicksie is just off, and the boost belongs to Drago. The catch here for Zwicksie. He wants to flick this again. Oh, Drago bites. He goes after it. Luckily, the shot is not on target. The follow-up, though, is going to be good. Zwicksie with one more touch. So 2-0 early on. Somehow he just was barely affected by that bump. Not that it mattered. The first touch was already so good. You know, one thing I haven't seen in a long time is players going above the rim to go for the tip-off. It's not a good tip-off. It's definitely a gimmick. But if the other player isn't expecting it, you can get some goals out of it. Zwicksie into the corner, saved away by Drago just barely. It will bounce down. A little bump there from Zwicksie. It gives him the boost. The demo, though, gives Drago possession. It's going the wrong direction, though. And he'll bounce this back out to the middle of the court for a 50. That looks like it's going to be on target. Oh, wow. It's just off the corner. Looked like Drago was attempting to bump. Finally gets his man. Ooh, I like that. Aiming for the front of the net as Zwicksie holds the backboard, but that's going to be a shot on target as well. Watch the bump. Zwicksie is all over Drago with these bumps. It's take the shot first, clear out the defense at second. And it's been so effective. Free jump and everything, too. Keeps forcing Drago into this corner where there's like no way to save it. Drago's definitely been going slower on the tip-offs, and that's winning him a lot of possessions here. Just needs to finish this one off with one more touch. Now both players have won a tip-off. Yeah, Zwicksie won the 7-second goal at the very beginning. So we've got still a lot of time left in this game. Zwicksie's up 2 goals. And remember, last game, he basically won with 3 goals. Ian's asking Archie what his series was. Looks like Mystical won, but maybe he's talking about the lower bracket. I don't know. Demo there from Drago. Push over to the backboard is so close. I like that Zwixy got extra height, knowing something like that was going to happen. The pinch, though, goes outside. He had no boost to get any extra height on that. Just hoping the double touch worked out, and Drago's going to push this. It's still saved away. We're witnessing a fast-paced duel. A lot of saves being made in the midcourt. Drago, though, gets full possession after the demo, pushes all the way to the backboard, slams it down. Zwixy is just barely beaten to that. Every single time that Zwixy got extra height. This time he couldn't. It's just way too fast. That was a sick shot. Over to the sidewall. Oh, he doesn't take the shot. He does a 360 first. The 360 no scope. Zwixy misses the touch, though. Fortunately for Zwixy, that it bounces out. Drago sitting behind it. That's always the most devious kind of dribble. Is you hit it once to get it on target right here, and then you just hang behind. Especially when someone's defending the back wall. There's just no way to dig that one out. Halfway, and we're all tied up. Drago brings it back. Oh, goes for the boop tip off. Gets the boost for his efforts. Oh, that ball bounces in the worst way, though. Still manages to take the full tank. Zwixy, though, will move forward. And a huge send. Drago still in possession. No, he's giving it away. Zwixy trying to read that bounce. I don't blame him. Just one touch there from Drago. As he goes and recollects some boost. Zwixy, though, also just a single touch. This part of the game's gotten confusing. Drago with a massive reset. Scoops it right around, all the way back to the front of the net. Oh, that's amazing. A perfect shot. Zwixy's just doing donuts inside his net. Has no idea where it's going to go. Oh, yeah, it's true. Danny versus Monomer right now. We probably won't get to catch that game. Drago resets again. He's done it. Once Drago is warmed up, he is unstoppable now. The power slide into the perfect position for the reset, flipping to dig the ball sideways is so strong. Zwixy now in the hot seat. Suddenly needs to perform. What is the move? Is it some tip-off shenanigans? I don't know. Looks like he is going to win this tip-off. Needs to turn this into a goal. This shot looks like it's just a bit low. No, it's in. He just needs one more like that. So Drago did not attempt a boop. It feels like that would have worked out, though. But it does feel like kind of a surprise tip-off that only works once or twice. Good luck, Monomer. Danny's a scary player. Looks he's gonna have this one easy. What happened to Drago there? Did he get rimmed? He jumped here and he's like, oh no, I can't jump there. The rim is right in the way. That's brutal. That's feels like a small mistake, but it takes a full 2 seconds to recover from something like that. It feels like 90 seconds. All tied up again. First Drago was down 2 goals. He scores 4 in a row. Now Zixie's scored the last 2. Oh, the bounce here is really going to favor Zwixy here. Back to the backboard. One more touch to redirect it. Saved away by Drago. What a read. He's going to have it to the backboard here. Trying to drop this down. It's just outside of reach. Zwixy underneath slams on the brakes, losing all momentum. He just barely can't catch this ball. Hard to read that one. 6-5, Drago leads. Last time on this tip-off, though, Zwixy had a good opportunity. Was able to score off of it. Here we go again. Nope, it's just a 50. Drago goes forward for boost. That might be a bit greedy. The shot, though, for Zwixy is not going to be enough. He pinches. Drago on the backboard. Takes it long distance. Just a sliver of boost here. And he full retreats, going all the way to the net, but that gives Zlixi here. The bump takes him out! The first time we've seen one of these air dribble bumps, and it's executed flawlessly. Boom! There is nowhere to go. We might have overtime. Now, if Zlixi is able to win this, he's moving on to play against Ian. Uh-oh, Drago's off to a good start here. Zlixi has to go full reverse to get this, and he will have the save. But Drago's gonna have the following couple touches. That's just in. One touch needed, I guess. And a couple touches from the rim. Makes this just unreadable for Zlixi. He is just the 12er. That is so savage. Drago maintaining this very fragile lead. Oh, he gets the 12er on the way down, uses it to take the shot. It's just way too low. So Zlixi now with no boost bounces it off the front. He has to touch this. That sacrifices a lot of boost. Drago jumps though. Could be a small saving grace there for Zlixi. Goes for the pinch. Drago suddenly is in trouble. Needs to save this. Gets the touch. What a read. Drago just needs to hold on to the ball to push us into game 3. Zlixi has left it. He just wants to bump Zlixi, but if Zlixi can save this, he's still underneath it. No, he has to jump outside of reach. Drago will take the game. We go to game 3. What a hard-fought victory. Zlixi coming back every single time. Every lead that Drago accumulated evaporated until the last one. And it was so close too. The shot was on target. Zlixi had another follow-up touch. Drago just barely by a pixel. Maybe he stretched his car out to reach the ball and tapped it away. Felt like there was a lot of corner tip-offs in that one. So I know that there's five tip-off spots, but I thought there was a 6 tip-off rotation. So maybe I should pay more attention to see if that means that if any of them are repeated. That was an off-center position, right? Like the off-center right position. No tip-off goals early on. Zlixi gets demoed, trying to go for the boost, but Drago has not a lot of momentum going the other direction. Zlixi just charges forward after respawning, burning all the starter boost. Drago continues to hold the line. Oh, it's not an easy starting point here for some sort of dribble, though. I think that's what Drago wants the most, is just really good, clean dribbles. He takes the single shot, but Zlixi will save that one from the backboard. Oh, this could be good for Drago. It's going to the backboard. Gets one more touch, but hits it out. I love the idea, trying to snipe the front of the net. Zlixi's on the dribble now. One touch will center that, but he's lost possession. Drago's flying after this, just forces the 50. Gets the bump, but bumps Zlixi into the boost, and the shot to follow up goes nowhere. Oh, that's a bad 50 for Drago. He didn't have the boost to close the gap. So Drago's still just on 20 boost. And he lets this one go. The 50 will plop that one over to the side. Zlixi's fighting on 2. Drago refilled. He's going to go on the dribble here. Go into the backboard. Wait, he resets. Gets the pinch. That was so sick. What a dribble here. Lifts it. He's going too far to the right, but then resets to get it around Zlixi. Look at the rubber band. Such a wiggly ball, but Zlixi barely didn't touch that. That was a nutty shot. So first blood is drawn 2 minutes after the game starts. Second blood might be soon, though, as it bounces off the rim. Zlixi's had a lot of trouble reading those rim bounces. I think that might have been Drago's first goal of the match, even. On a tip-off. Zlixi faked it, and then Drago just straight shot the front of the net or something. That might have been the last series. But, yeah, Zlixi definitely had some trouble earlier, too, as it bounced off of the side of the rim. Don't know if that's really something that Drago can use. It's especially hard to hit the ball into the rim in a way to get it to glance off. Zwixi's going to have full control here on the backboard and just snipes the front of the net. He had way too much time with this. Just goes to the backboard casually for one more touch. The goals suddenly start falling. Both players are going extremely slow on these tip-offs. Drago wins the possession, needs one more touch to finish it off. Zwixi must have just let him have it. He is really far away after that tip-off. Not even in the area code. 3-1 here for Drago. Another corner tip-off position. It's going to send it over to the side. Drago with the reset. Blocked by Zwixi. He's not going to be fooled by that again. Drago's resets so far have been his primary way of scoring goals, it feels like. He's got at least one reset goal this game and 2 or 3, I think, last game. Zwixi's keeping this ball pinned in the corner, but Drago will be able to break free now. He immediately goes for the dribble. Zwixi goes to the backboard. The reset, though, is not going to cut it. I think the position of the ball is everything on these dribbles. If you put the ball too close to the backboard, the defender suddenly has a huge advantage. Zwixi goes for it. Takes the shot, but it ricochets off the rim. Drago half flips backwards. Takes possession. It's a 50-50, but it's outside. Oh, it's an interesting touch. Maybe Zwixi intended to double jump. Oh, it's just in. Yeah, that scuffed backwards touch here sets Drago up. You wouldn't expect it. A shot is perfectly on, and he just gets double bumped. 4-1 here for Drago going into the final 100 seconds. We've seen Zwixi come back from something like this before. The desperation might truly be setting in now. Drago just progressing forward, gets a couple of bumps. Wins the boost, too, by jumping over Zwixi. And is just in the way. Oh, he's going for a taxi ride. I hear Drago charges ludicrous prices. He'll ask for 100 boost. In the following shot as well, Zwixi will get the pinch to save that. Is it safe, though? He's backwards. Does manage the 50. He's still on 0 boost, but it's enough to take the shot. Drago has to respond. Another 50, sends it into the corner again. Drago goes after it. The touch, though, is a little dangerous. Gives the ball right back to Zwixi with a full tank, and he's going higher with this. Drago gets the save. Maybe even a full tank of boost for his efforts. Zwixi is too far away. Drago continues to hold on. There's not a lot of time left. Zwixi at this point is going to need at least a couple of tip-off goals. Ooh, especially as Drago scores one more. Good counterattack here. Slamming into Zwixi, getting a huge amount of distance all the way across to the middle of the court. So we need like 4 tip-off goals in a row here for Zwixi. Let's see if it's possible. Uh-oh, this could be something. Drago's in a little bit of trouble, but Zwixi has to retreat. That should do it. I think Drago knows. He just needs to hold on to possession of the ball. So it looks like Drago's going to go on to play against Ian. Good luck to him. Could try to get an update on the Monomer versus Danny game. I don't have an update. I don't know if they... Looks like they started, but start.gg can't collect their data yet. Finchy versus Billiam is still going on. We might try to dive into that one. Looks like they had a lot of trouble trying to make the game. Why don't we dive into Monomer versus Danny? See how that one ends. Oh, Archie says Danny won first. He's up 2-0 in the second. Okay. So I need to be taught how to tip off, or kickoff. I don't know. I thought your tip-offs were really good. You scored as many goals off than Drago did. I think you scored just as many goals on tip-offs. But he did boop you once, so that's a little bit worrisome. Yeah, let's try to dive into this game. So we're gonna probably for the next couple games just jump in whatever position they're at. All right, 3-1. So this should be game number 2. Hold on, let me fix the overlay. I like the team name says Monomer versus Vexjon. That is such a weird bug in Rocket League right now. But it should be Monomer versus Danny. With Danny up 1 game. Should look like that. Wait, do I have it backwards? Oops, hold on. There we go. All right. So Danny's up 4-1. I didn't realize he got this crazy pinch. Somehow Monomer didn't touch it at all. Yeah, the tip-offs, though, it's such a funny thing, especially in ones, because they matter so much, but it's like, no matter what you do, it feels still totally random. But the boop is one way you always get a victory if your opponent is going too slow. Archie says, don't quote me on the Danny being up. Just watching your friends list. Let me ask. Series score. All right, Danny confirmed it. Monomer, though. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I just realized. Okay, that's better. Yeah, Danny should be up 1. He's hanging back here, threatening the net pinch. You see how Monomer had to turn back. So if Danny pinches that end of the net, Monomer wants to be the first one to get it. Oh, no boost take there for Danny. Monomer instead will claim the mid boost. Danny flips the wrong way. That's going to bounce, though, perfectly for him. He takes the shot immediately. Doesn't have enough boost to follow up. Oh, the bump. Barely knocks Danny out of position, though. He's able to turn this around. He's playing really fast. Monomer's happy to wait patiently on the ground, but doesn't have the follow-up here. The shot is lobbed. Danny can get this easily, but he gives it right back over. Monomer continues the attack here. Not having a lot of boost. Danny, I think, sensed that weakness. A huge pinch here from Monomer. Sends it upward. He gives Danny the ball back, and the bump will end things. That feels like that was a huge mistake. So Monomer just letting this bounce down and then turning around really compromises his position. 5-2. We're gonna need some sort of miracle here. One little touch there from Monomer, not going to be enough to secure that goal. He's got 30 seconds to make 3 goals happen. His chances are, there's already slim chances are dwindling. Oh, and it goes off the rim and goes out. That's so close to skimming and going in. Danny's going to have this. He's got a wide open area here. Monomer takes it up the corner. Danny's already in position, and he just shuts it down. That should be GG's. That's so confusing. It says winner Monomer, but that was Danny that won that. Oh yeah. Let's go and let's see if we can join in on Finchies. My assumption is it looks from their chat messages that Finchy and Billiam made a private lobby, so I don't think I'm going to be able to join. Oh wait, hold on. They just finished. Okay, so Finchy won. Oh gosh, his last game was 10-0. I think he might have manually put that in. But I'm going to get the next match ready to go, guys. It's Finchy versus Mystical. And I think this is the Mystical that's always in Tryhouse. He's an incredibly good player. I don't know how good he is in hoops. I know he's participated in a couple of our tourneys, but I don't think he's ever played in a 1v1 tourney. I could be wrong. I think he's played in a 2v2 tourney with Tryhouse before or something. Or maybe with Fearless. But it should be a really, really good series. I'm excited to see how that goes, guys. I'll cut to a quick break. Run some ads while I get everything ready to go, guys. We'll be right back with that match. Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back. We've got Finchy versus Mystical. Renshiro, knowing his teammate, says this is going to be a close match, so I'm excited to see that. Everyone thinks that Mystical is going to be pulling off. What? It's stuff like that, I guess. Resets galore is what we can expect, but Finchy might be the first to reset here. No, just takes a single touch. Mystical ricochets off the rim. Already we've got fireworks. Of some sort. Could just be really scuffed fireworks. Mystical, though, goes all the way to the ceiling, but Finchy does have the block every step of the way. Burns a lot of boost to get it, though. Lobs a shot so high up in the air. Mystical has to respond by double touching. It looks like we're going to have a lot of channel points on the line. Let me see how this prediction is shaping up. Finchy... is that Renshiro that put 5,000, or was it Archie? Oh, Archie says drop 5k on Mystical so I could gain. So Archie even thinks that Finchy's gonna win this. Oh, that's the worst bounce. Finchy had the perfect pinch in the net. We were all waiting for it. We had so many net pinches, but that looked like that was gonna be the first one to succeed. Instead, it hit the curve. Mystical with a reset and a hope, but no boost. Unfortunately, you can't trade in your hope for boost. It just barely goes off. Finchy sits behind it, tries to force the 50, bonks into the rim, though. That gives Mystical a huge amount of time here. Finchy, though, is going to have this on the backboard, no problem. With no boost, he sits underneath it with just a couple of pads, bounces off the rim, so it's going to go out. That's so close. How many times are we going to see the rim interfere? Mystical and Finchy both completely full. Finchy just goes back to the wall. Mystical uses a lot of boost, but the ball doesn't go very far. Finchy's going to try to read this, doesn't have the touch. So Mystical just instead slams it. Oh, it's actually saved. The follow-up, though, it's off the rim. I never am able to tell in these shots whether it's going to go in or not. The angles that it's bouncing off the rim are always so close. That's a crazy save. Finchy is perfectly sideways to that, but it is exactly in line with where Mystical shot. It's off the curve. Finchy gets the goal ahead. The Mystical, I guess, read something else here. Thought he was going to be first, but Finchy just barely beats him to it. Danny says, if I'm playing normally, Taibu is free. Right now, he thinks he's playing bad. Uh-oh. I always feel like I could be feeling really good, and I start playing ones, and I'm like, wow, do I always play like this? Oh, what? That had so much twist to it. The raw torque on this reset. Bang! All the way to the corner. That's a sick reset. Renshiro says, I put some points to Mystical just in case he wins. Does that mean you bet against Finchy? I gotta see this now. Yeah, we got just two bettors. Archie put 5,000 to Finchy, and Renshiro put 800 to Mystical. Nice little save there from Mystical. Oh, it's so scary. The demo is just right there the whole time. That'd been hilarious if that redirected into the goal. Oh, that's a great shot here. Mystical barely gets a touch, but he's not able to get down to the ground in time to save it. Wow, he's so close to being able to dig that out. I don't know if maybe like his flip might have actually ruined things. He tried to front flip into it, but he was like traveling backwards. This could be a great opportunity for him though. Finchy is completely out of the line to get the ball, and Mystical he just drops down. So really it's just like one touch here. And then just hanging behind it trying to get some sort of bump. There's like nothing Finchy can do to escape. He tries to go over Mystic, but it's just way too late. By the time he was back into possession with the ball. Here we go, over the rim. He bounces it towards the shot, but I think Finchy backflipped. So not the kind of surprise play that Mystical was hoping for. He will get blocked here. Finchy starting to look more proactive on the air dribbles. Trying to get a block much, much sooner in that dribble. Oh, that's scary. But Mystic slams it away. It's already heading towards his net. He does get a touch back to his backboard. Lifts it up. Oh, and it's slammed back to the net. Finchy refills. Stays behind it. But what is the perfect, like, optimal 50-50 there? It's never really a goal. Mystic gets a huge bump. Takes Finchy way out of the play. And then just retreats. But it does give Finchy possession here. He lets Mystic take it. Mystic throwing a lot of power slide. Gets into position again. Bumps Finchy, but I think he got bumped back towards the ball. That lobbed it into the air, but Mystic's still behind this. Stays on top of it for the dunk. And Mystic takes the lead. That catch right there is so good. That first touch when he was on the sidewall sets it up perfectly. Are they both EU? I thought Mystic was NA. I'll ask him though. Whoa, what happened there? He's had complete clearance with this. Runs it over to the corner. That power slide is so sick. Just check pings. Yeah, he's got 32. CMYK says, whenever I played a show match, I'd always bet on the other person so I win either way. Yeah, but what do you do about people accusing you of throwing the game for channel points? For useless internet points? Looks like that's gonna be Mystic with game one. It was tied all the way until basically the end. Yo, Eric Joe, happy holidays. For 17 months. Thanks for the sub. I always like to point out that the any money that Ranked Hoops gets from sub money or donations always goes back into prize pools. So yeah, the staff doesn't take a dime. It just goes to fund these tournaments. That's why we're able to have like $100 tournaments every week. It's thanks to you guys. Yeah, we got New Year's coming up. Should be here for the tournament after that as well. What are you guys' Rocket League plans for 2025? Any 1,000-hour grinders? What is 1,000 hours? It's about 20 hours a week, something like that. You know, 20 hours times 52 weeks, something like that. Renshiro says gonna play RLCS in APAC. Holy smokes. Good luck. Monomer says I'm gonna play at least 1 hour. Yo, Eric Joe, thanks for the $20. I should also ask, if you donate, if you just give it to Ranked Hoops, then it'll go into a future prize pool. But if you wanted to make this the prize pool for this tournament to be $120, we could do that too. We'd still go for the usual splits of 60%, 30%, 10%. Mystical here on the sidewall takes the shot straight down. Mystical is incredibly accurate. It's just, if you leave that net wide open, he can do inhumane, unspeakable things to it. Kind of an unfortunate touch there from Finchy to set him up perfectly, but for future pools, all right, perfect. Ah, TM. Bronze 2 in Rivals. Rivals of Aether, is that what that... It's like the Smash Bros. Like game. Uh-oh. What is Mystic doing? Did he go to the ceiling? He's feeling a little confident, I see. Gets the boost, and then he's just on the sidewall. There's just no way. Don't know how I feel about this. Teammate is losing, but my money is going up. All right, because you put 800 channel points against Finchy. I believe in him. He's gonna make the comeback. He's gonna take away this full boost first. So last game, it was like neck and neck until the very last 45 seconds or so. What a save there. Mystical with no boost. Just jumps after it, expecting the shot from Finchy to go across the net. Oh, Marvel Rivals. Oh! Finchy takes the lead here off of that bounce. Just a couple of touches. I like that. Delaying until he sees what his opponent is doing and then boosting full at the ball to the backboard. It's the best kind of play you can make is responding to your opponents, but it has to be kind of automatic. Yeah, Mystic's going to be in a good spot to defend this. So Finchy just retreats. I think that might even be the right move. Somehow he survives as Mystic lands on him. The ball's going to be underneath Mystic. He doesn't have a touch here. Almost gets bumped out of the way and then just lets the ball in. That's so painful. These ceiling plays. On defense, I'm not a huge fan. I like the gumption. It's definitely never expected, but the problem is it takes so long to recover, and you're never going to have boost. Finchy takes away the full boost. Uh-oh, the shot might be on target, though. Mystical rewarded for going straight at it. I don't even think he wave dashed onto the wall, but he managed to keep a lot of speed. Marvel Rivals like they fixed Overwatch 1. Whoa. I don't think I've ever seen this game. I did play... my Overwatch story is I was a filthy Genji one-trick. And, oh, here we go, Mystic. The ceiling on offense, on the other hand, is incredible. We see plays like this all the time from Ian, usually. Sometimes Panda, where trying to stay away from the backboard defense, you hit the ball to the ceiling from the 45-degree wall, and then go all the way around the ball to use that reset to chip the ball in, just like that. Yeah, I was a, jeez. Mystic gets another goal here off a tip-off. What happened to Finchy? He's just too slow to it. It's just a boop. Wow. And the boop goes straight in as well. That was a dirty Genji one trick, and then they nerfed Genji 7 times in one patch, and I never played again. Like, the one thing that made it so fun was he used to be able to get a reset. So he had a double jump, and if he jumped to a wall, he'd get the double jump back, and they took that away. And that was the most painful out of all of it. I mean, sure, you can take the damage away. You can make the ultimate ability, like, not last as long, yada yada, but that... I kept finding myself, like, double jumping and then going to a wall and then just being sad that I'm just falling now. My entire plan is crumbling. Jeez, Mystic on a huge tear right now. He's getting a head start. And, Finchy this time, he just doesn't go for the tip-off. Double jumps into that shot. Easy enough for Mystic to clear away. Maybe the real victory was the boost. Finchy now is going to be set up pretty nicely here, although he's taking his time. Resets! No, he's lost it. He was never being pressured there, so he had all the time in the world to set that dribble up. What a save, though. Mystic definitely had the shot to the corner. Mystic should have this one, no problem. It's going to put it over to the 45. The shot here from Mystic goes all the way to the backboard, but Finchy should be able to easily get this. Although it was dicier than I thought first. Finchy. Oh, that's a great flick. Mystic has no idea. That flick makes no sense. It's like a sideways. It goes all the way to the backboard above the rim. I think Mystic might have been rimmed there. Like, maybe he wanted to jump and fly straight upward and then realized he couldn't. Didn't they keep buffing wall rides like Lucario? I don't know. Finchy. Oh, he gets the shot off. It's saved away by Mystic, though, to follow up. It was a really awkward 50. The demo, though, spends all of Finchy's boost, but it does give him some space here. As Mystical dives forward. He must have known that Finchy was having some struggles. Mystic resets. Gets the shot. Easy to save away, though, from the backboard defense. And just one touch to lob it into the air, but this looks like it should be good for Finchy. Mystic gets it again, though. Stays it in the way, but Finchy still manages the save. Finchy's got 1 minute here to make the 1-goal comeback. As Mystic is on the dribble again with the reset. Just goes back down to the ground. Uses it for a wave dash, then flicks into it. Finchy's backwards, though. No! He jumps the wrong way. Hit the brakes a little bit too hard. And I know Finchy is a keyboard mouse player, so I feel like this is definitely some effect of that. Because I think he's trying to like hold forward and then jump and then lean back and then flip forward. So like the keys are really, really tight there to push it all together. Oh my gosh. And then Mystical with the disrespectful boop here. Straight on. Oh my gosh. I think he must have seen that long time in advance. That Finchy was going slower on that mid tip-off. What is a Renshiro shot? TM says, when it looks like it should hit the rim but clears by a pixel. Oh, Finchy off the ceiling here. Deflects off the rim. Gets a huge bump, though, onto Mystic. So Finchy might be onto something. Oh, but he has to give that boost away, and Mystic is going to use it immediately for the counterattack. The shot is on target. The bump takes him out. 8-4. This game is all but over now. Mystic is all over. The game was tied 4-4, I think. Or at least 3-3. And then Mystic has just been a savage ever since. Trying to get a glimpse at how the rest of the tourney is shaping up. So Ian beat Drago. Is waiting for the winner of this match. Our next match is ready. It's Taibu versus Danny. Oh gosh, they've been waiting for 20 minutes. Yeah, this side of the bracket kind of took a little bit longer. So, apologies to Taibu and Danny. Mystic looks like he wants one more goal. No, he's missed it. One more clip for the reel is not going to happen. And it taps down. Well, it's not the end, though, for Finchy. It's a double elimination tournament. But he will have to play a few best of ones down in the lower bracket against some pretty good players. Down there already is Drago, Monomer, Archie, Zwixy, Bat. So it does get pretty scary.